With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled by A.J. Epinesa. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
And it brings up third down.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
First down, Cincinnati.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in Week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start Week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. How about that? Their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Ravens nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Stay loose.
Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. 21-0 our score after 1. On the draw is Taylor. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Brings up third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And some room to roam now. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
The kick is
and
good.
It's up and good.
Makes the score Bengals 28. Ravens nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw.
One thing sure hoping.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
7-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And quickly into the hands of Robinson. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Wide open receiver complete. That's good. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. But he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we... We'll start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Crunch time, defense. 19 tight, 29 is the mic.
Operating from the gun, Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. 53 is the mic. Too little, cupcake. No. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Bengals.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 54's Mike. Check.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Stop your running. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
Jason Sanders.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, this is Geis pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Let's see what you got. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch your slack. Watch your slack.
They run once more with Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 40-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And that's caught at the 25. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 33 yards that time. Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Taylor. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
He was brought
solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On third down, here's Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
down and 1.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps, both passing and running.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch the slats, watch the slat.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
54. Time to go, night. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And a loss Loss of 3 to bring up 4. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Cincinnati, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our